we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
Let's go!
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right, and his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First and 10, Taylor now. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Clock now on first down. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his lock on third down. Flush it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Denver has a first down on a 15-yard play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Defensively, a solid response. After giving up back-to-back first downs.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Down back at the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Check, hot. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Locke now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
He's checking. Crash.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. Third down here.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
Bronco field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
to Taylor on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing again. Block. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 38 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Block again here on 2nd and 10. He'll go up top here, and that's caught inside the 35.
That's what I want to see.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
3rd down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Cincinnati.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin this drive with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Locke being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Check. Watch twins. Echo. Undercrunch. Watch the shift. Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to roam now. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 16, Broncos 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10. at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
16.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Working with his 2nd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Bengals 16. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go.
Broncos 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
56, Bob. Rip right. Smoke. General. West.
Lock now on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
To throw again. Lock. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Block working out of the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ball carrier.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check pass. Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Locke will try again on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second and a long way to go. Locke,
open man Hamler, that's complete.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56. 3 balls. Ready, go. By 7, let's go. Give it to Mike. Hey. Check. Crunch.
To throw it is Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Locke. That is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let him know. 50 set. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Exit. Long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Go.
Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Four yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First and 10, Taylor now. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Locke. Rolling to his right. He made now Locke. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.